आना तेरा मुबारक तशरीफ़ लाने वाले, खुशियाँ मना रहे हैं दीदार पाने वाले। Just this is a very pleasant evening. I will not take much more time of you and start. The topic is innovation in communicable diseases. Actually, we know since the inception of the world is changing. Now we have been changed also, and changes are taking place due to newer ideas and newer researches. That is innovation, new ideas, new researches. And we know that the communicable diseases is one of the fatal offense which kills the crores of the people in the globe. Actually, the overview of this innovation in communicable disease, just infection and inflammation, new biomarkers, innovation, particularly I will talk about the tuberculosis, innovation in management of TB, diagnosis, prevention and treatment, and innovations in the management of dengue, malaria and HIV. We know actually there is a huge burden of the communicable disease over the globe. 150,000 lakhs people die every year due to this communicable disease. We know the main culprits are AIDS, tuberculosis, malaria, measles and whatnot. I will skip some slides, so it will not take much more time. We know which are the biomarkers of this bacteria infection, inflammation. The old biomarkers were WBC, C-reactive protein, tumor necrosis factor, and interleukin, IL-6 and IL-8. But nowadays, just recent innovated biomarkers are lipopolysaccharide binding protein, procalcitonin, and exhaled volatile organic compounds, VOCs. Actually, just I will elaborate in short, procalcitonin. It is a very novel biomarker. Actually, it is it gives and it helps in the diagnosis of systemic inflammation, infection and sepsis, particularly due to bacteria. And this procalcitonin is increased in response to bacterial endotoxins and inflammatory cytokines because of the infection. Actually, with bacterial infections, these biomarkers, procalcitonin is in higher level as compared to other non-bacterial infections and inflammation. In healthy individuals, the level of this biomarker is less than 0.1 nanogram per ml. This is the algorithm of the procalcitonin. Actually, it gives the idea of when to prescribe antibiotics and when not to prescribe antibiotics. Above 0.26 microgram per liter, we must prescribe antibiotics, and below 0.26 microgram per liter, no need. There is a beautiful clinical application of this biomarker. It helps in differentiating bacterial and viral infections because the increased levels of this biomarker is found in critically ill patients due to bacterial infection. So at this juncture, we have to use the judicial use of antibiotics, and it also helps to guide the duration of the antibiotics, antibacterial therapy. Now, this is also a newer, novel biomarker and very easy to use and very cheap. Exhaled volatile organic compounds, VOCs, from non-invasive to invasive level. Non-invasive, exhaled breathe condensate, induced sputum, and invasive we know, transbronchial biopsy, mucosal biopsy and lung biopsy. Actually, what are the technical technologies using this volatile organic compounds? There are many technologies, but the gold standard is this gas chromatography. And other which are also in the pipeline are E-nose, electronic nose, proton transfer reaction mass spectrometry, selected ion flow tube mass spectrometry, ion mobility spectrometry, laser spectroscopy, and gold nanoparticle sensors. These are the different technologies using these volatile organic compounds. Actually, this modality is coming in very short time. It is very easy, non-invasive, easy to perform. Various volatile organic compounds are found in various different diseases. For example, fractional axial nitric oxide, hydrocarbons, nitrogen, oxygen, or sulfur containing compounds. And it may be useful in diagnosing the tuberculosis, cystic fibrosis, asthma, COPD, and lung cancer. And it may be very useful in the children and seriously ill patients and elderly patients. Now, actually, मैं अकेला ही जा रहा था. Tuberculosis is the disease which has crossed all the borders, all the oceans. दश्त तो दश्त दरिया भी न छोड़े हमने, दश्त यानी जंगल, दरिया यानी ओशंस. दश्त तो दश्त दरिया भी न छोड़े हमने, बहरे जुल्मात में दौड़ा दिए घोड़े हमने. इंडिया हो, सेनेगल हो, वेस्ट इंडीज हो, एनीवेयर ट्यूबरक्लोसिस का घोड़ा हर जगह पहुंच चुका है. So this is the innovation in the tuberculosis. Now, actually there are diagnostic modalities in this dreaded disease, pulmonary cox, which was prevalent before the Christ also. Many religious leaders also got the taste of this pulmonary cox. We are very thankful to Robert Koch, who discovered this magic mycobacteria, because before that tuberculosis was called as some different names. But Robert Koch gave, when there is no mycobacterium tuberculosis, there is not a diagnosis of the tuberculosis. So for diagnosis of the tuberculosis, the innovations, we know all these innovations depend upon these two elements. First, the replication of Mycobacterium tuberculosis and immunological responses. And based on these two elements, there are multiple innovations available in the market. Some are in the pipeline, some are already prevalent. Antigen based and visualization of the mycobacteria, some this culture based, some are this DNA based, and some this volatile organic compounds, and immune response based, some antigen based, some antibody based. Serological test for the diagnosis of active tuberculosis has been banned by the government and Director General of the tuberculosis, because it has been found it is useless and gives more harm than benefit. WHO endorsed tests. Which are those? WHO has endorsed all these tests. Liquid culture, which is very famous in our Nagpur. We are using this MGIT. Automated detection and MDR screening. Gene expert device. It is a very beautiful, innovative model, diagnostic modality. Nowadays available in two districts in a state of the Maharashtra. One is at Amravati and second is at Dharavi, Mumbai. Third is molecular line probe assay. It is also available in the Nagpur. And strip specification. This detects a TB specific antigen. It is not available at present. Now gene expert, this diagnostic strategy is available and is attracting the attention of the many physicians, budding physicians and expert physicians, because it is a very fully automated nucleic acid amplification test it gives the diagnosis of the tuberculosis and at the same times genotype rifampicin resistance. And it gives the 99%, 99 to 100% of patients is smear positive and 57 to 83% of the patient with smear negative pulmonary tuberculosis and in 81.3% sensitivity for extrapulmonary tuberculosis. This is the actually method of gene expert mycotuberculosis in the laboratory. It is very easy. Sensitivity is 97%, specificity is 99%. Results available within a very short span of 2 hours. Now this second diagnostic modality is HANE MDR plus and MDR plus SL. It gives the diagnosis of MDR tuberculosis and the second gives the diagnosis of XDR tuberculosis, which are actually now our country is in the grip of this epidemic of MDR tuberculosis and XDR tuberculosis. I will say about this grip of MDR tuberculosis and XDR tuberculosis, न समझोगे तो मिट जाओगे न हिंदुस्तान वालों, न समझोगे तो मिट जाओगे या हिंदुस्तान वालों, हमारी दास्तां भी न होगी दास्तानों में. Friends, actually take me lightly, but don't take lightly of this MDR tuberculosis and XDR tuberculosis. The benefits of this diagnostic strategy is it gives the diagnosis of Mycobacterium tuberculosis and resistance to RMP, rifampicin and INH, and very rapid test. I have already stated. Now the test, because it is the era of changing, this is modern era, innovative era. So these technologies are in the pipeline. Interferon gamma release assay, blood test which detects cellular immune response to protein that are specific to Mycobacterium tuberculosis, breath analyzer screen test. Actually this is also results is given within 10 minutes, useful for screening high risk patients. And this lipoarabinoman detection in urine, this is very useful in the patients who are suffering with HIV and got the test of tuberculosis at the same time. Now these were the diagnostic modalities. Now some TB vaccines are already in clinical use and some are in pipeline. These two sets of BCG vaccines are now in trial phase, BCG replacement vaccine and boosters to BCG vaccines. BCG replacement vaccines, these are the RBCG 30, BPM 1002. I will not go into detail of these vaccines. Boosters to BCG vaccine, which confirms some immunity and protection by enhancing the strength of the BCG. These vaccines are MVA-85A, Brucell AD35, M72 vaccine. These are the different trials. Now actually Chinese scientist has developed one beautiful vaccine which works on tuberculosis and HIV-1 P24 antigen. This vaccine is currently undergoing pre-clinical stage trials. Now drug treatment of tuberculosis, some innovations are going on. MDR tuberculosis, we know that the duration of the treatment is very long, 2 years. We have to administer the injection of kanamycin for 6 to 8 months, sometimes 9 months, and multiple doses. We have to give multiple drugs. We have to administer for treatment of this MDR tuberculosis and XDR tuberculosis. New drugs with better efficacy and improved tolerability are urgently required. Now, For this MDR tuberculosis, XDR tuberculosis, it is a challenge to us how to treat this epidemic, how to treat this dreaded disease, MDR tuberculosis, XDR tuberculosis. So, innovators have innovated these two drugs for tackling the MDR tuberculosis. This group is nitroimidazole derivative, compound is OPC. This is at present in phase 2 trial. Oxazolidone, drugs are PNU like this. Substitute ethanyl SQ109, phase 2. But this has been commercialized in the USA. This beautiful drug, bedaquiline. It is also known to TMC 207. It is already commercialized in India, in America. In short, it will come to our India. It is a very beautiful drug. It has been prepared over 40 years and is a child of Janssen Pharmaceuticals company. Presentation in 100 milligram tablets, and the commercial name is Serturo, and it has been approved by the US FDA. The mechanism action of this drug is actually it inhibits ATP synthase 3, and therefore the Mycobacterium resistant and non-resistant both are killed. There is no adverse interaction with other anti-TB drugs. There is no cross-resistance with other anti-TB drugs at present. Dose is also very easy, 400 milligram daily for first 2 weeks, and then 200 milligram thrice weeks per week for 22 weeks, and duration of the treatment is very less, 6 months. The second innovative drug is delaminate. It is in the trial, and it is nitroimidazole derivative, inhibits mycotic acid synthesis, which is found in the cell wall of the Mycobacterium tuberculosis. It is in the trial. And there are other innovations in other communicable diseases like dengue fever. No effective vaccine or no specific drug exists for this dengue fever. But this Professor Liu Kalfi from the Department of the Zoology at the University of Oxford has developed a genetically modified strain of Aedes aegypti. Actually, the idea behind this development is the male mate with females and their offsprings never develop into adults. So there is no development of into adults. So there is no danger of this dengue. It is also in the trial. There are multiple vaccines are also available for tackling these dreaded diseases, dengue. These are multiple vaccines, various vaccines available and in the trial. Malaria, likewise, there are also vaccines available for malaria. And there is also one diagnostic strategy available for rapid HIV and AIDS diagnostic test. It is known as a mobile device, and it is also called as a gene radar. It is the size of the iPad, and it is very easy, very simple, and works by taking a drop of blood, saliva or other body fluid and placing it on a nano chip that is taken into the device. Results is available within an hour. Now there are innovations going on throughout the globe, and in India we are also taking part in this innovation. And what is the future of this innovation in the communicable disease? A number of promising new diagnostic tests, vaccines and medicines are under development. These innovations will help us in fighting communicable diseases promptly and more effectively.